Our committee's work begins each fall by sending packets, distributing packets to 14 area high schools with information about various scholarship opportunities, including those offered by the National Society of the DAR, 2 different state-sponsored awards, and our own Captain Joshua Huddy Chapter Award. For this last scholarship, the chapter scholarship, we received this past school year 22 applications from 8 schools. Our committee judged the applicants on their academic achievement, their extracurricular, their community, their leadership activities, guidance counselor recommendation, employment experience, and on a written essay. The essay assignment for this year's application read as follows. United States Secretary of the Treasury Jack Lew announced last summer that as part of the redesign of the new $10 bill to be issued in 2020, a woman's portrait will be featured. Whom would you nominate to grace the new bill? Please explain not only why you think this woman would be appropriate on our national currency, but also why she holds particular significance to you personally. I want to tell you the names of all of the people who were nominated by our applicants. Oprah Winfrey, Sacagawea, Molly Pitcher, Eleanor Roosevelt, Rosa Parks, my mom, who's one of the nominees, Gertrude Bell Elian, Sonia Sotomayor, Amelia Earhart, Henrietta Lacks, Harriet Tubman, Shirley Chisholm, Clara Barton, Deborah Sampson, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, Alice Paul, and Jackie Kennedy. You should know, however, that our committee did not evaluate the essays according to the person nominated. The essays were judged on how well they were written and on the conviction of the writer regarding her nomination. You will hear that in a moment. As it turns out, Secretary Lew announced on April 20th that not only the $10 note, but the $5 and the $20 bills as well will be changed. You can tell that Jacob Lew could not pick just one woman from our country's rich history of courageous and accomplishment. Our committee reviewed the applications of excellent candidates, bright young women who are serious students, leaders in their high schools, active in their community, and who wrote convincing essays. Maya Planter from Manchester High School is one of them. With a class rank of 6, she has an outstanding academic record. Within her busy extracurricular schedule, Maya is the president of the senior class. She's been active in student government for several years, prepping for this presidency of this year. She has been I'm not even sure, still or it has been. She's been on the girls volleyball team, girls indoor track, and girls outdoor track for all 4 years of high school, and is currently the captain of all those 3. I think this is not the first year either, so she serves her community with more than half dozen commitments by fundraising for several causes, and she also leads worship for children at her church. And you know what? She also is employed. Maya gets a paycheck for going to work. Maya Planter will be attending Stevenson University, where she will major in business communication. Maya is a most worthy recipient of the Captain Joshua Huddy Chapter's 2016 scholarship for $1,000, and I'm really pleased to introduce you to her. I promised you a wonderful essay. It's your turn.
I just want to excuse me, my allergies are acting up a little bit allergies. So if I sound rough, bear with me. With all the sociological and economic change making milestones in American history over recent years, it would only seem fitting that women finally be recognized alongside other major revolutionaries in the same ways men have for centuries. What better way to do that than to introduce a new $10 bill with a female's portrait? Last summer, the U.S. Secretary of Treasury, Jack Lew, announced that as part of the redesign of the new $10 bill to be issued in 2020, a woman's portrait will be featured. This woman should have similar, if not more, contributions to the foundation of American government and society for the social, economic, and political advancement of the people than her male counterparts on other forms of currency. As we all know, females are traditionally required to achieve twice as much as any man to receive half the recognition for their efforts, while everyone else enjoys the fruits of her labor in the ignorance of who planted the seed. With such a strong representation and significance for not only feminist activists, but for the American people as a whole, and even others across the globe, such a woman must have had extraordinary achievements to receive an extraordinary honor. No one is more deserving of this honor than Eleanor Roosevelt. Distinguishing between the right shade of ivory for tablecloths and napkins for presidential dinners did not cut it for this First Lady. Eleanor Roosevelt revolutionized and redefined the duties of the First Lady by taking initiative and using her position of power to make a difference while she and her family were in the spotlight. From her active involvement in World War I, working with the American Red Cross, to her newspaper column entitled My Day, Eleanor Roosevelt has always been and will always be a force to be reckoned with. And this strength and courage would only be properly portrayed through her portrait on the new $10 bill. As I have matured and learned of American history, my personal connection and opinion of Mrs. Roosevelt has developed over time as I continue to learn of her contributions to the embodiment of American ideals. During this time, I understand that African Americans have virtually no voice and hardly any valid political representation because she took such an active role as an advocate for civil rights, not staying in the stereotypical president's wife role. A large majority, if not all of the freedoms I have as an African American female would not exist had it not been for her efforts in conjunction with several other civil and women's rights activists. Her initiative and involvement for the advancement of all American people is particularly inspiring, and it is her outspoken political voice that paved the way for many other contemporary female leaders once in the same position, such as Michelle Obama and Hillary Clinton. Her efforts from decades ago continue to make waves in day-to-day American life, and even internationally, as these ideals rooted in the United States spread across the globe. Furthermore, it is for the reasons listed that I nominate Mrs. Eleanor Roosevelt's portrait to be featured on the new $10 bill to be released in 2020. She has made more than enough contributions to the advancement of the American people as a whole, and her efforts during her husband's presidency and their effects thereafter deserve to be formally and officially recognized. Mrs. Roosevelt had refused to settle into the position of just another First Lady, instead making a name for herself all her own. The fact that she was married to arguably one of the most diplomatic leaders of all time is simply an added bonus. This woman defied centuries of societal norms, stood for a cause with a higher purpose, and revolutionized forms of mass communication. As far as I am concerned, there was never another woman more deserving of such a prestigious honor than Eleanor Roosevelt.
Maya, I want to present you with Mrs. Yet, but Maya understands that when she has her account number at Stevenson University, she'll get it to me, and I'll get it to our treasurer. And we wish you wonderful luck. Got lots going for you. state level scholarship, Mrs. Vail was a very active member of the New Jersey DAR and vigorously supported the aims and purposes of the National Society of the DAR, so the American Revolution, to perpetuate our American heritage and to promote education, history, and patriotism.
You earned it.
Her personal slogan, "Make a Difference," was one that she followed throughout her life. Applicants for the scholarship are encouraged to also make a difference. The applicant who was awarded, recognized with this scholarship, was sponsored through our chapter this year. She was invited to come today. She couldn't attend because she had to work, as it turned out. I would like to read her essay, however. The assignment for this essay is about, to express her, I want to read you from the award, from the application rather, so that it will have the context for you. Reflecting your feelings of patriotism for your country. And here is the essay written by Kelly Heilman, who's a student at Brick Township High School. Dear America, I recently found myself in another country, far away where your flag does not fly. Every day of this journey I was a recipient of extreme culture shock. While it was great to learn and immerse myself on this venture, I could not wait to be heading home, back to what I know and love. I was specially invited to this place to visit my best friend's entire family. How crazy it was to observe an entire family structured in another culture except for one person, my best friend. It really is another world out there. Freedom comes in different forms, and opportunity lacks the American dream. I'm currently writing this to you on my return flight home, attempting to navigate the flying process without English subtitles, and listening to my favorite country artist, Dirk Bentley. Of course, I wouldn't expect anything less than the timing to be perfect for Home to play, my favorite song. In fact, I have it on repeat. West, on a plane bound west, I see her stretching out below. Walking through that foreign airport, sporting my United States passport and my American flag phone case, nothing could make me more proud than knowing I was heading home. You are where my future flourishes, where I see myself working for and landing my dream career one day, raising a family. Nowhere else could I envision such an ideal life. Despite this, within the heaps of international travelers representing cultures all over the world, I admit I was a little overwhelmed, thinking that I don't want to lose sight of who we are. The many languages, appearances, and beliefs all define nations' cultures, but you, America, foster all of them. You go far beyond this ideal. You encourage a celebration of world heritage with the unique American tweak. You have overcome obscene obstacles, moving on but never forgetting our scars. We're not the same, but that's what makes us strong. All I know is you've raised and shaped me into an informed citizen. It is my duty to give back what you have given me, opportunity. I love politics and I love exploring your beautiful landscape, and I wish to combine my passions and interests to give these same chances to people all over the world. From building homes in an impoverished nation to venturing through homes of an advanced one, only time will tell where you will lead me. It is undoubtedly difficult to continuously maintain such a powerful identity in this globalizing world. But I hold on to the things I believe in, my faith, your love, our freedom. At the end of the day, I will be back in my bed sleeping safely, knowing that tomorrow is what I want to make it. At the end of the day, our differences and arguments mean little to nothing. This is still the place we all call home. Sincerely, Kelly Heilman, the winner of the